What happens when a private corrects a colonel's battle strategy? I found out during my first deployment to Afghanistan when I accidentally made a career-ending mistake that somehow saved everyone's life. I was Private Jake Miller, 3 months out of basic training, assigned to the 82nd Airborne, lowest guy on the food chain. My job was carrying equipment and keeping my mouth shut during briefings. We were planning an assault on a Taliban compound in a remote village. Colonel Davis had been studying satellite images for weeks, developing what he called a textbook pincer movement. 2 squads would approach from the north while a third provided overwatch from the southern hills. The briefing was going perfect until he pointed to our overwatch position. Bravo team will establish fire support here on this ridge overlooking the target compound. Clear fields of fire, elevated position, perfect tactical advantage. That's when my stomach dropped. I recognized that exact location from my civilian job back home. I'd worked construction in Colorado for 5 years before enlisting. Spent months blasting rock faces just like that one. I raised my hand without thinking. Sir, I think there's a problem with that position. The entire command tent went silent. Captains, majors, and senior NCOs all turned to stare at the private who'd just interrupted a colonel's briefing. Colonel Davis looked like I'd slapped him in the face. Excuse me, Private? You think there's a problem with my strategy? My face was burning red, but I couldn't back down now. Sir, that ridge looks like loose shale rock. If you put 8 guys up there with heavy weapons, it might collapse. The intelligence officer jumped in immediately. Our geological surveys show solid rock formation throughout that area. The position is completely stable. I shook my head. With respect, sir, I used to blast rock like that for highway construction. That's not solid bedrock, it's layered shale sitting on a steep angle. Add weight and vibration from machine gun fire and the whole thing could slide. Colonel Davis stood up slowly. Private Miller, are you seriously telling me that my staff officers, with their advanced degrees in satellite imagery, are wrong? And you, with your 3 months of military experience, know better? Yes, sir. No, sir. The rock formations don't care about degrees, sir. Shale is shale, the tent erupted. Officers arguing, maps being spread out, everyone talking over each other. Colonel Davis raised his hand for silence. This is ridiculous. We're not changing a carefully planned operation because some private thinks he knows geology. The mission proceeds as briefed. We launched the assault at dawn. Alpha and Charlie squads moved in from the north exactly as planned. Bravo squad took their overwatch position on the ridge. Everything went perfect for the first 20 minutes. Then Bravo opened fire with their M240 machine gun. I was monitoring radio traffic from the command post when I heard the rumbling. Even through the radio, you could hear rocks shifting. The squad leader's voice came through panicked. Base, we've got a problem up here. The whole position is moving. Then came the sound of the landslide. 8 soldiers and $100,000 worth of equipment tumbling down a 200-foot cliff face in a shower of loose rock. Miraculously, nobody died. 3 broken bones, multiple lacerations, but everyone survived. The mission had to be aborted while we conducted emergency medical evacuation. Colonel Davis was furious. Not at me, but at himself. The after-action review was brutal. How did satellite intelligence miss unstable geology? Why didn't anyone cross-reference geological surveys with tactical planning? Why didn't senior officers listen to input from subordinates with relevant experience? 3 days later, Colonel Davis called me to his office. I figured I was getting court-martialed for insubordination. Instead, he handed me a field promotion to specialist and transfer orders to the intelligence section. Your job is to review all tactical plans from now on. If you see something that doesn't look right, you speak up immediately. I don't care if it contradicts every officer in the tent. That landslide could have killed 8 good soldiers because I was too proud to listen to a private. The new protocol got implemented division-wide. Every planning session now includes enlisted personnel with relevant civilian experience. Construction workers review engineering assessments. Former mechanics check vehicle operations. Hunters and outdoorsmen evaluate terrain analysis. Colonel Davis got promoted to brigade commander 6 months later. His first order was expanding the program to include input from all ranks during operational planning. Called it the Miller Protocol, after the private who saved Bravo Squad by speaking up when it mattered. Last month, I received an invitation to his retirement ceremony. The keynote speech was about leadership lessons learned from subordinates. He ended by reading a quote displayed in his office. The best intelligence often comes from the lowest rank in the room.